Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Soul and Screen. In this particular video, you guys, I am going to just be giving you guys some highlights of the vacation and cruise that I took with Femmeland at sea, and the live Keep It Positive Sweetie taping that Crystal did on the cruise. So I mentioned to you guys a couple of weeks ago that I was doing that for my birthday, and I just got back, so let's just get into it. So first, I know I owed you guys a couple of videos. Was trying to get a couple out to you guys before I left, and it just didn't work that way because I was trying to pack, and your girl don't really do well with packing and everything like that. So anyway, it took some time, but let me just get into the cruise. So let me tell you right now, Femmeland cruise, Femmeland at Sea is what it was titled, and Heather Lowry, Crystal in the Keep It Positive Sweetie live, like owed me nothing. Hear me when I say this. It was such a great experience. I loved it. It was so many people. I don't really know what the last count was, but I remember being on a town hall that Heather Lowry had put on prior to, I think it was about a week or so before we went on the cruise. And I think she said at that point it was approximately 1,100 people. And of that 1,100 people, which I'm sure more probably tagged on towards the end, most of them were Black women. And when I tell you to see us come together in this light, it was so amazing. So kudos to Heather. Definitely, I think we should keep her lifted in prayer because she did something so huge by getting that many women together. There was no issue. I didn't hear or see of any kind of arguments or anything like that. And people tried to make it seem like, we can't get Black people in itself together without being an issue, but let alone Black women. And that just definitely got debunked for sure. This particular cruise, to have that many women in a closed environment, meaning we were on a cruise, so we're on a ship. Now this ship was really huge, but I still believe I was told from people who cruise a lot that it was a smaller ship, but to have that many women on a ship and no any type of altercation or anything like that was just amazing. Every time I walked past someone, they were, hey sis, smiling at people, lifting up. It was just a whole entire weekend of lifting one another up, encouraging one another, telling everybody, girl, you look good. It was so good. It truly was something that I am so blessed and honored to experience. And so once again, I want to thank Heather Lowry for putting it together. I had not even heard of Heather until this particular cruise. So I went on the cruise, of course, as a sweetie, to enjoy and kind of get, a step out of my box and things like that, to go on a trip by myself with a community that I'm familiar with, meaning the sweeties and things like that. I have not really gotten to know very many because the community is very huge and different demographics within her sweetie community, but just decided it was a nice enough community for me to feel comfortable to go on this particular trip by myself. And I had a good time. I met some really amazing women. A couple of them actually follow my channel, so that was really cool to put a face into the voice that I hear. And I met someone that I follow on Instagram, their channel, and just got to meet some other people who I didn't know that they had a channel or just were sweeties and things like that. And it was just a great time. I like I said, this trip didn't owe me anything. This ship was amazing. I had a suite, so I had a nice sized room with a balcony off of the water. And so I woke up every morning and did worship on the water, is what I called it. And I spent some time worshiping Abba and blessing him and thanking him for providing me with this opportunity. I'll put it this way. It was just great. It was nice because I'm super, I get up really early all the time, and I do spend time praying every morning and things like that. But it was just something about being on the water, and that's another reason why I love the beach and just being at the water, when you just look out and you just get a chance to consider the works of his hands, and you see it. And I couldn't do anything but worship and praise him for it. And so it was really awesome to have that experience. But not only that, like the whole entire cruise was just to be continued conversations of how amazing God is and what he's doing in everybody's lives and things like that. Every time you ran into someone and you start having a conversation, somehow, some way, Abba and, the Lord, he got pulled into it. You know what I mean? Oh, he was doing this. He's done this for me. It was just, you know what I mean? Like, you saw these women who are doing their things, who are bosses on various levels in different industries, come together and see and encourage and not gatekeep, actually inspire and tell you kind of what they did, and give advice and instruct on how you can continue on and level up to, the places and spaces where the Lord wants you to in your particular industry, place, and space. You know what I mean? And so it was so amazing. Yeah, it was just great. The KIPS live, definitely, oh my goodness, Crystal was gorgeous as usual. She, I believe, posted, her outfits and stuff. Like, the chick is always just dressed down, like never disappoints. She's always stunning. But the other thing is, for those who have not had a chance to meet her, like in a meet and greet situation, because it's not like we friends. I mean, in my head, we friends and stuff like that. But don't get me wrong. She's very personable. Like, Crystal was out on, periodically throughout the boat. So you got a chance to see her, you know what I mean? And, everybody, from what I know and saw, mind their manners, meaning nobody tried to maul her. Everybody just was like, hey, Crystal, how you doing? And when she walked past us, like, she was literally walking past us, not like taking, other routes to get to, private routes to get to certain sections and things like that. I mean, it was just great. She was out taking pictures, and I think she even did a couple of with her, got a chance to grab the phone and, record her and the sweeties and take some pictures with some of the sweeties and things like that. And so it was a great experience. You know what I mean? Like, she couldn't meet everybody because it was so many people. And I hope that wasn't anybody's expectation. It absolutely was not mine. But if you ran across her, it looks like she absolutely made time to say hi and even possibly take a picture if she wasn't in the midst of making her way to one of her timed scheduled meetings and panels and things that she was on. So it was very great. So I say that to say that, again, they owe me nothing. This was an amazing cruise. Heather did her thing with it. She brought on very many, a wide range of guests, various women. The concerts, we literally got 3 full concerts. Monica came on and did a concert. Keysha Cole did a concert. SWV. It was just, and I mean, these are concerts and they were full out. They were amazing. And I had the pleasure of watching it from the Vibe deck, which was a separate area from the main deck. And so had some really good views and things like that. So it was just amazing. The sunset, I had never been to the Bahamas before, on the water, the sunset, the views that we were getting. It was just amazing. Truly, I will be I don't even think I've fully taken in everything that was deposited in me, but I definitely left encouraged, got some insight on, ways for me to level up, but still to rest and make time for resting and replenishing. And, I always make time for the Lord. So that part, but just to reiterate how important it is, even at their level, which definitely is, a given. But as I grow, the businesses that Abba is showing me to grow, and the channels that he's having me open up and things like that, just to know that where I am in the space that I am in the level that I am. And I'm one of those people who do not despise small beginnings at all. I appreciate everything that Abba does and he allows me to do, because I understand it's training ground. It's time to work out some of those kinks and bugs and, experience the growing pains that at this level, so that when you get to the next level, you have a little bit of an understanding. And, every level he takes you to, it's a teaching moment and things like that, but seeing it on my level and then to where they are, knowing that I aspire to get to those levels that were placed in front of me. I tell a lot of people, I believe the Lord, connected me, definitely connected me to Crystal through her character of Fatima. And I say it all the time on this channel that I am a Fatima fan, but I am definitely a Crystal supporter. And I believe that he has built this virtual circle for me. And she's a part of it to expose me to different things that he would like for me to aspire to. Like, you can have this too. Those things that are in our heart sometimes get pushed down and things like that because of different environments we were brought up into or in, and just haven't learned or pushed past certain things to get to this place, to this place. But he's used her for the past few years. I think I ran into finding out who Crystal was, and even Fatima. Like, I started watching Sisters and Fatima at the end of 2023, and I've been pretty much following Crystal through her character. That from that point on, I didn't really start following KIPS or find out about Crystal and her podcast until her first podcast live show in 2024. That's really when I started following her as a person. Excuse me, as the person, Crystal, not her character, if that makes sense. And so anyway, definitely, which is one of the reasons I said I'm going to start, continue doing reviews on her podcast. I'm going to go back and catch up on some episodes and things like that. I'm still trying to stay current and catch up to what she's doing now, but I believe she's getting close to ending her 10th season, so that might give me some time to go back and play catch up and everything. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to check in. I know a couple of you guys had signed in and just told me to have a good time and everything, so I thought it'd be a good idea just to come in and give you guys a couple of highlights of what I experienced on the trip, and just to let you know, it was great. It was so great. Thank you guys again for wishing me a great birthday, a happy birthday, and wishing me well on this trip. I was exposed to people who I did not know about, who I hadn't heard of. And so that's always a good thing to see who else Abba is connecting us to, even if it's through a virtual circle. Listen to me and hear me clearly when I say this. Do not discount virtual circles just because I'm not up and close and personal to this person, or I don't have access to this person, in a personal place where I can, have access to this person, meaning the space. Like, I can't call this person. I can't, go over her house and, hey, what's up? You can't do that. But Abba has made the internet and YouTube and all these social media platforms a tool and a vehicle for us to be inspired, get exposed to an elevated mindset and things like that through these virtual circles in social media platforms. So I say that to say, do not let proximity or lack thereof stop you from being inspired, motivated from these individuals that Abba is putting in your life. If he's drawing you to someone through social media, then ask him why, and then understand that it's not just so that you can be entertained, and it's not just so that you can walk away with this feel-good moment. It's so that you can be inspired, so that you can go out and find out your purpose, step into your assignments and things like that, if you have not done so already. And if you have already and you're just moving into it, then he'll bring you around people who have been to where you are or walking through the same process as you, so that you can be inspired, encouraged, strengthened, refreshed, and all of that. And that's exactly what I got from this particular cruise. So once again, I want to thank Crystal for saying yes to going and being a part of this Femmeland at Sea. And because without it, I would not have known who Heather Lowry is. Now I can follow her a little bit more and find out about who she is and what the Lord wants me to gain from that virtual invite, and other people that were on, on the ship, and that I had not been exposed to. So very, very, very grateful. I'm not sure exactly. Heather did her thing on this, and she definitely said it was a lot of work. So she did not say if she's going to be able to do another one next year or not. So this may not be like an annual thing at this point. It may end up being like maybe biannually or something like that. But we're going to let her do it. I'm not putting words in her mouth. I'm just saying, when she does post her next one, if you can be at it, I definitely would say check out the people who she's going to have be a part of it. It was very, very, very encouraging, inspirational, and on all accounts. And I'm definitely going to continue to keep her in my prayers. Crystal, I pray for all the time, so I'll continue to keep her in my prayers as well. But there was just so many people who did some amazing things on this particular trip and deposited in us. Everyone that I spoke to said that they left encouraged, inspired, and happy that they came. And so I do not believe that you'll hear any negative feedback from it. And it was just great. So anyway, thank you guys. Hopefully this wasn't something boring. Hopefully you guys did want to hear all this. And if you didn't, sorry. But definitely we'll get, like I said, I'll make up something sometime and get you guys a couple of videos out. Like, I don't believe I posted last week's review of Sisters. So I'll definitely release that before tomorrow's episode airs, and I'll get you guys some more content out this week. But I'll probably be spending some time this week trying to catch up to get you guys caught up. But in the meantime, hopefully, like I said, this was a little something for you guys to chew on and everything. But talk to you later. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys went to the cruise and what your experience was, if you had some. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Let me know if you thought that this was something, that you did want to know, how encouraging. And if I can give you some more information about the guests who were there, please feel free if you have questions. But it was just so much that there's no way that I could possibly list everything. So I just thought I'd hit some major highlights and just brush over those things. But thank you so much. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.